Hi everybody, welcome to DayZ. It is release day for 1.19 when I'm recording this video, hopefully in a few hours time, but I just wanted to record another few videos, and in this one I want to show you how you can add the punched card to your Chernarus Community Server for PlayStation, Xbox or PC. Now I'm not going to show you how to add a bunker or anything like that. I'll put a link in the description below this video to my bunker video. But I'm just going to show you the mechanics of adding it to your types.xml and a few other files as well, should you wish. Obviously, the bunker, the punch card is used in Livonia you have to put it in that panel there, which you can probably just about see there. This wall's in the way that I built, and it opens up the big door, and also it'll you can configure it so it'll open up the little door as well. So how do we add this? Now, this is the types.xml entry for the punch card. Now, to make this a little bit easier, if you go over to my GitHub repository, again, I'll put a link in the description below the video, the one that tells you how to install a bunker on Chernarus. If you go and look in the README, near the bottom, I've actually included this, the punch card types.xml entry that you may well want to do. So you can just copy and paste that into your Chernarus mission types.xml. So as we can see, the punch card, normally there's 5 of them will spawn in, and they spawn in contaminated areas. So if you're putting that on Chernarus just like that, that'll mean it will spawn in at Riffy, you know, where all the gas is, sort of there, or down here at Polovo Military, where the gas is down there. But also on Livonia, they also spawn in the inventory. Well, they've got a chance they spawn in the inventory of a zombie, an infected zombie US soldier officer convoy. So you probably know by now there's also this new event that's been added for 1.19, which is the army convoys, and that these are going to spawn in on Livonia and Chernarus. And basically, instead of just being one vehicle, you get a collection of vehicles, one of the things that spawns off those is infected. So all the vehicles spawn in and they'll be infected around them, and the group of infected are called Infected Army Convoy. However, what's slightly different about the Livonia one is that on the Livonia Infected Armor Convoy, there's an infected called US Soldier Officer Convoy, and he's the one that has the punch card maybe in his pocket, so that you can get it that way. However, on Chernarus, the convoys spawn in just infected army. Now, this may well change with 1.19. There may well be some updates where they change it to Infected Army Convoy. And the thing about that is, the infected sort of army group of infected, if we have a look for that, they're just normal zombies. And so, sure, you could add the punch card to the pockets of one of these normal zombies, but that would mean that someone might well find a key card in the pocket of a zombie when they were up at Tizzy or at any of the military places where there's military zombies. So that's sort of a thing you kind of have to think about whether you want that or not. Do you want the challenge of having to find a convoy and then find a particular zombie in a convoy like you would have on Livonia, or have to go into the toxic zones, or do you just want it as a random chance that someone, a military zombie will have the punch card in their pocket sort of anywhere on the map? So I'll leave that decision up to you. But all you'd have to do is take your punch card from your Livonia types.xml, or copy it from there, and then you just need to go to your Chernarus types.xml. It's probably a good idea to put it in alphabetical order, isn't it? Pumpkin, so let's put it with the P's. There we go. So that's the punch card now. So you'd save that, re-upload that to your Chernarus server over the top of your existing types.xml, restart your server, and the punch card will start to spawn in. Now, we haven't bothered putting it in your CFG spawnable types. You could do if you wanted to apply a certain amount of damage to the punch card. Just remember that they will get damaged as they get used, because they're just paper punch cards, so they don't last that long. And with the new 1.19 update, the damage that is applied to items is either applied specifically to items, so if we have a look here, or it's applied via the overall globals .xml damage settings. So as you can see in the Livonia files, there is no entry for the punch card in the CFG spawnable types. Just go to the top and make sure that's true. Yeah, there isn't. So it's going to spawn with the default damage that will be configured within the globals.xml. But there we go. That is how you add the punch card to Chernarus. Just take that entry there, which you can get on my GitHub, which I'll link below, and then copy and paste it into your Chernarus.types.xml, which is there. Re-upload it, restart your server, and you'll have the punch card. Even if you don't put a bunker on, I guess it could be an interesting thing to have. I mean, you could. Here's an idea, actually, before we end, because I'm rambling on a little bit. It's early in the morning and I need another coffee. Could you use punch cards if you didn't have bunkers? Could you use punch cards as currency? Would that be a thing? I don't know. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hope you found the video useful. If you have, hit like, comment, see more the same, press subscribe, and of course, I'll see you again soon.